Hi, my name is Steve Smithson. I'm the Managing Director of LinkedIn to Business. LinkedIn to Business is part of the Talent Genius group of companies, if you didn't know. In a nutshell, we provide bespoke LinkedIn training for UK-based businesses and individuals, and that's at all levels. So through from beginner all the way through to advanced LinkedIn users. We're here to basically help business professionals and UK-based businesses and entrepreneurs who want to leverage the power of social media. This social media obviously being LinkedIn. Just to give you a little bit of a background on my LinkedIn experience. I started using LinkedIn around about 4 years ago when I worked for a HR recruitment consultancy. There I was able to quickly see the real power of LinkedIn because it basically enabled me to engage with new clients who previously had absolutely no working relationship with. Because of that, I was able to quickly connect and introduce myself to new connections. Along the way, obviously, I thought LinkedIn was an absolutely fantastic social media platform, and I kind of pushed my interest that a little bit further. In 2009, I went over to Colorado and attended a LinkedIn Experts course, which was it was actually 2 weeks worth of LinkedIn seminars and workshops, and believe me, some of those were quite crazy. The great thing is I did get a fantastic understanding of the workings of LinkedIn from that. I returned to the UK, and my first project was to manage a series of specialist LinkedIn groups, which eventually referred as the UK Professionals series of groups. To give you an example, one of the groups, HR Professionals UK, is solo HR professionals based in the UK, and there's approaching 6,000 members. Regularly decline and block around about 200 member applications per week. In 2010, I was very, very lucky enough to be a finalist. I didn't win, but I was in the award the category of Rising Star of the Year in the LinkedIn European Business Awards. I was recommended by a managing director of a previous company that I'd actually helped with recruitment. All of this basically has given me fantastic exposure and experience and insight into LinkedIn strategies. I'm very, very passionate about showing business professionals how they can leverage LinkedIn to increase business, make new connections, grow the LinkedIn network, and gain success accordingly. You'll hear me say it a lot, I may even say it today, but I basically love LinkedIn, and you should too. Please take a look at our website. If you've got any questions after this, please email me, steve@linkedintobusiness.co.uk. Telephone number is 01942 323 000. If it goes through to answer phone, please leave a message and I'll call you back as soon as possible. And the website is quite simply www.linkedintobusiness.co.uk. So, LinkedIn for beginners. Just to note of for anybody who's used LinkedIn for quite a while, this webinar is really for beginners to LinkedIn. If you are what I would class as an intermediate or advanced user, it's much better for you to join in and participate in future webinars and presentations. Please keep a lookout on the LinkedIn to Business website for further details. So, first of all, let me give you a basic introduction to LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the world's largest professional social network with over 100 million members and growing rapidly. There's estimated to be just over 5 million users in the UK. As of January this year, there was 498,000, so I'm sure that would have pushed across by now. A recent study actually came out that you are more likely to interact with middle-aged men with a university degree making around about £60,000 a year when you're on LinkedIn. So if you're in that demographic, fantastic. If you're not, you need to get to it. LinkedIn itself connects you to your trusted contacts, so people that you do know, and helps you exchange knowledge, ideas and opportunities with a broader network of professionals. Basically, it opens doors for you which you may not have been able to do in other ways, telephone, meeting, networking, etc. LinkedIn, somebody sees your profile, they understand who you are, you're already building a relationship, you may want to connect with them, you might not get busy straight away, and this is what all this LinkedIn strategy is all about. The most important thing about LinkedIn is it's not just about connections. There are a lot of people on LinkedIn who are classed as LinkedIn Open networkers. You'll see them as lions, and they basically just add absolutely anybody to their LinkedIn connections. Absolutely useless ploy. It's all about productivity. So believe me, it's all about quality of your connections rather than quantity. Quantity does help with searches, but stick to who you know and grow your network organically. Simply put, it is the most widely used business networking site on the planet. There's quite a few others which are quite big in the States, but apart from that, they're not very big. There's Plaxo, and a very similar kind of network in the UK, which is actually doing very well, is for networking, which is all about kind of SMEs linking with each other and exchanging on a well-designed forums as well. But LinkedIn is primarily the #1 business networking site. Big differences between LinkedIn and Facebook. LinkedIn is all about business, Facebook is personal. Try to keep them separate as much as you can. Why should you use LinkedIn? LinkedIn allows you to see your contacts who you know, and you can actually block this as well. So you can see other people's contacts that you may actually know as well once you're connected to them, but I can show you how to disable that in the settings. This is something which is virtually impossible to do sufficiently through normal social interactions. LinkedIn takes the coincidence out of networking. You know people, you build a relationship, you meet people, you can speak to people online, you message people, etc. It is all about building a relationship. It enables you to passively keep up-to-date contact information for all your contacts. On each LinkedIn profile you can edit the email address and update the telephone numbers, etc. as well, and there's a way to actually import your connections directly from LinkedIn through to Outlook or Excel. LinkedIn basically facilitates introductions through your broader network as well. So if there's say a client or a colleague or an ex-contact or a work contact, etc., who may be connected to somebody who you want to approach, they can actually help you introduce they can help them introduce you to each other. So it does allow you to quickly and effectively market within a particular network. LinkedIn, very importantly, enables you to find people based upon your background and who you know. So for example, if you put in on your profile that you worked for say the BBC, you'll have quick access to countless other profiles that work at the BBC or used to work at the BBC, and you could look at particular backgrounds. Say for example you may be a cameraman and there'll be other cameramen on there, etc. It is a professional network, as I touched on earlier. It's not Facebook. Please exclude unnecessary personal information. There are sections for things like your date of birth. It's entirely up to you if you put them on. I'd advise against that. And I'd advise against using any kind of personal email. Always keep it as a work email. So where do you start? Basically, you'll go up on LinkedIn.com. You'll see a kind of registration page. Quite simple: name, date, company, a little bit of profile, a bit of history. You'll click the join now to start making contact, and you'll be directed to screens where you'll be asked to fill in a few more bits of information about yourself and your business. LinkedIn basically does actually guide you through to get 100% completion as well, so it really does help you along the way. It tells you what you should do and what you shouldn't, etc. Very useful to have a passport size photo ready for your profile, and please use a business-like photo because this is all about your online persona. When you originally join LinkedIn, you have a free LinkedIn account. There are other premium accounts which you can pay for, which give you additional services. The LinkedIn account offers a lot of powerful features, and it should meet the needs of most users. I would wholeheartedly recommend trying the free account first before making any kind of decision to upgrade. The free account itself gives you a maximum of 5 introductions at any one time, so that means you can introduce yourself to somebody who is not connected to you through one of your connections. You can view 100 results per search, which is quite minimal, but as a basic account it gives you enough, and it allows you to save a maximum of 3 searches with the weekly email alerts. I'll talk through a few key profile writing tips. On the right there you'll see one of the kind of the newer LinkedIn profile setup. You'll note that your current job title and your headline are 2 different things. For example, on this one here, Adam Nash has got Senior Director Product and Engineering at LinkedIn, and he's got his current Senior Director Product and Engineering because he's copied them across. But you could put Director Products and Engineering at LinkedIn, and you could actually put in there Engineering Director at LinkedIn, so you can actually edit the headline itself. Now, that's one of the first things that other people see when they're actually looking for you or looking at your profile on LinkedIn. So it is important to get that right. Many people simply use their job title as the headline, and if you're on a traditional career path, it's absolutely fine to do that. But I would make it stand out as much as possible. But don't actually exaggerate. On mine, for example, I've got Steve Smithson, Managing Director of either LinkedIn to Business or Talent Genius Limited. I do tend to change them around, and then I actually put LinkedIn strategy, LinkedIn training, HR, recruitment. You can briefly explain what you do. Obviously, there is a word count on it as well, but I like to use what I describe visual words like help, advise, support, guide, win, train. So, for example, Adam Nash here could put Senior Director. I help people in product and engineering at LinkedIn, giving support and guidance, etc. It's very easy quick sell words that people do latch onto when they look at your profile. Some essentials of profile tips: you can modify your LinkedIn vanity URL. On your LinkedIn profile, there is a section where it will say for example, this part here, the UK LinkedIn.com, etc., and it will say in / and lots of numbers. You can edit that and put in your own name if it's available, so put that as soon as you can. You can add 3 external links. You can add your company website, your blog, or maybe an RSS feed. If you select other when adding either of these, you can actually name the anchor text so the words can be linked to anything you want. So you can actually put, for example, on mine, on the company website, I put Talent Genius Limited. I've edited that, otherwise it just says company website. You can add specialities and skills. These are your areas of expertise. These are key specialities which allow people to search for you, so it's very important to get these specialities and skills right. You can add up to 50 skills on a typical profile, so it might be a good idea to get a pen and a paper down before you're actually devising your LinkedIn profile and write down your skills and specialities, because you'll be able to add them, and other companies, hiring managers if you're looking for a job, other potential clients, etc., will be able to find you through your skills and specialities. You can add a Twitter account directly to your profile, and you can, when you will update any of your LinkedIn updates, etc., will also automatically go through your Twitter account, or you can tick it not to do that too as well. Ask clients for recommendations to boost your image profile. I'll talk about that in a little bit more detail soon as well. And ensure, as I touched on earlier, that your photo is recent and business-like. It's the beginning of your online persona. I always suggest to people to possibly use the same photo on your Twitter account, so you are starting to create your kind of online persona to people, so they see your photo, they know who you are, they know the business, they know how to contact you. Devise a marketing paragraph to really sell you or your business, so you need a paragraph or two explaining what you do and how you can help other people. It's essentially like your 30-second elevator pitch directly on your LinkedIn profile to attract people. Key facility of LinkedIn is the network updates. On the right hand side here, on Rebecca Corliss's profile, she's put sending updates from LinkedIn to Twitter like a pro. She's ticked the Twitter kit box, and then she'll press share, and that will go out to all her connections and also to LinkedIn. You use your LinkedIn status update to let your network know what you're doing. Maybe you're looking for a new job. You may also wish to let others know that you're looking to connect with individuals around your industry or brand, so people might help you to connect to other people too. As I touched on, you can share these updates through your Twitter account, although there is an option to turn that off. And you can also share your updates in other LinkedIn groups that you're a member of with other individuals you're connected to. You can also email if you add an email address on the share, and now a new feature is to add on company status updates. Company status updates is a completely different training session which I'll be doing in a couple of weeks. When we talk about recommendations, a strong recommendation is from your manager. It highlights your strengths and shows that you're a valued employee. A recommendation from a co-worker or former colleague is often easier than from management. The awkward thing about that is they don't look too great from an outside point of view. The best recommendations and the best LinkedIn recommendation you can get is always from a client that has used your service or your product or knows you and legitimately has used your service in the past. That gives other people who are looking for who might look at your LinkedIn recommendations a more realistic outlook, and it really does help if you've got a genuine LinkedIn recommendation. If we talk about the actual LinkedIn homepage itself, it's important to remember, by the way, that your content on the homepage is dynamic, so you can actually change the LinkedIn Actions network and account settings. It's completely unique to you. Typically, though, on your LinkedIn homepage, you've got links to your personal LinkedIn homepage itself. On your profile, links to your profile and recommendations part of LinkedIn. A link to your contacts so you can view connections on LinkedIn or add or import new connections to. Links to different LinkedIn groups that you may belong to or you may administer. There's links to the LinkedIn Jobs facility, to your inbox, and also your outbox and your sent items as well, so you can links to read or manage all your LinkedIn messages. And there's links to search LinkedIn company pages or keep track of companies that you can follow using LinkedIn. And just to touch on a few of the other features, there's lots of links to the rest of LinkedIn functions, such as the LinkedIn Answers facility, LinkedIn blogs, or the application directory. One thing I do talk about a lot with regards to LinkedIn is doing your homework and understanding why you're using LinkedIn and what you want to achieve from LinkedIn. You've got to think about what you want from LinkedIn, and here you'll start to create a very basic LinkedIn strategy. You might want to look at what's happening in your industry. So in this search facility, you might put search companies and you might just put engineering, and you'll be surprised what the advanced search comes out with. You may find news items and find out other aspects of what's going on, so it's great for industry knowledge. What groups you can engage with, so if, for example, if you are a HR professional, you can go on search companies, you'll type in HR or human resources, maybe UK, and it will take you to lots of groups where there are HR professionals within the UK. One I wholeheartedly recommend is the one I manage, which is HR Professionals UK. You might want to look at jobs posted in your field if you are looking for a job, or you might want to see what's out there, and it can actually help your business. If you're a managing director or a hiring manager or HR manager, recruitment manager, you may see another job within LinkedIn Jobs that will actually help you enhance your business. You might want to check if your competition is on LinkedIn, and if it is, you might want to look at people. Always good to look at potential news items, and always great to know who you're up against. Also, from a recruitment perspective, if you want to recruit people from within the industry, you've got an online portfolio of names. You might want to search for ex-colleagues and see what they're up to. Quick ways to connect into larger businesses or other businesses that you may not have a working relationship with, because an ex-colleague may work there now. And you may want to search for similar people. So you may want to put on, say, the search people there. There is an advanced search as well, but you can just do it in the normal search, where you might want to just put LinkedIn, and it will come up with people who are affiliated with LinkedIn or LinkedIn trainers, etc. In your account settings, it's very, very important. There's a top section which highlights important information about you, and LinkedIn, and a bottom section organising settings into 4 tabs. In this section, you'll be able to view and edit your personal settings, which will include emails, passwords, and payments and billing history. Very important if you're using a debit or credit card there as well, because you might want to change that and make sure it doesn't go out of date, etc. The different account types you can look to downgrade, you can compare or cancel your subscription. In-mails, which is basically the way you can send messages to other LinkedIn members. There's what's called Open Link, which is mainly for premium users, whereby you're part of an Open Link network, so other Open Link network members can send you free emails. And with regards to LinkedIn ads, you'll be able to look at your LinkedIn ad setting through your account settings too. Typical things on profile privacy: broadcast, which is what you tell to other people. So say for example, if you add a news item, that may be broadcasted to your LinkedIn connections. You can turn this off, you can disable it, or just send it out to particular connections. Twitter, your photo, if you want to update your photo. Email preferences. So when you join a group, you automatically receive daily emails from the group. You might want to turn that off or put them on a weekly subscription, etc. You can look at your groups that you're a member of in other applications, so you can change group order, email frequency of messages that come through to you, and you can manage your direct LinkedIn applications through your account settings too. Your privacy control is data sharing in third-party sites, which is very important because there's a automatic social networking and social media policy from LinkedIn, whereby you automatically say that you that it's okay for your image to be used in LinkedIn marketing, which is all about the social advertising here, your visibility and any kind of homepage updates. If you've got any questions, as I say, email me, steve@linkedintobusiness.co.uk, or give me a call, 01942 323 000. I don't know everything, but I'll try my best to help you out as much as possible. Please take a look at our website, again, linkedintobusiness.co.uk. And if you feel that this webinar or any of the content was useful, please click on the Talent Genius LinkedIn profile. If you click here, as I'll show you, it will take you to the LinkedIn, the Talent Genius company page. And what you'll do there is you'll click on this section to add a recommendation. Other people have recommended recently, just a few people who have used the services, etc. Just to let you know and remind you, Talent Genius is basically the parent company for LinkedIn to Business. So I add all my services and LinkedIn training details on the the Talent Genius company page. Thanks very much. Look out for other webinars soon, and if you need any help, give me a call on 01942 323 000, or alternatively, send me an email at steve@linkedintobusiness.co.uk.